Hello, hello.
Good morning. Good to see you,
Good morning.
Suzanne.
Yeah, nice to see you too,
Hi.
Tara.
Nice to see people joining.
Yeah, welcome,
Happy New
everyone.
Year.
Seen a good number of new names the last couple of days, so this has been really nice.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah. So good morning to everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning gathering brought to you by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare and Tufts Health Plan. And this is a place where we invite experienced mindfulness instructors to speak with us about what mindfulness means to them and to discuss as a community how we can incorporate these practices into our daily lives. I'm Suzanne Rowe Palacino, and along with me on my journey on Thursday mornings is Tara Healey, founder and director of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare's mindfulness program. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning. Yeah, happy to be here with you on Thursdays, as
Yeah,
always.
yeah, it's so nice
Yeah,
to round our week out, the end of the week with
yes.
our group together. So, so nice to be with all of you this morning. For anyone that is new to the group, a welcome to you. And of course, our regulars that we have seen year after year. It's just
Mhm.
so wonderful to see your names come up as we join this morning. So nice to have you here as well. But for the new people, so just to describe how things will go. Today, Tara will start us off with a question that she will offer the group, and it'll give us an opportunity to use the chat to give some answers back to the question and what your feedback and thoughts might be as the question comes up. After that, Tara will take us into at least a 12-minute meditation practice that will be a mixture of guidance and some silent time. So we'll describe that and explain it to you all as we go along. So if you're new, happy to do that. And then after that, we'll have time for any discussion or questions. So if you go down and open up the chat, go down to the bottom of your Zoom screen and open up your chat. And then once you do that, you'll see down at the blue drop-down menu, it says host and panelists. You can change that to everyone. And then people can see your comments as they come in. All right. So Tara, what question do you have for us this morning?
Yeah, so of course, thinking a lot about kind of transitioning from this past year, 2023, into 2024. And there's been a lot of hard stuff. And as I was thinking about the question, there's also been a lot of joy. And so the question is, as is often the case, right? In some traditions, they'll say we have 10,000 joys and 10,000 sorrows. And so as I'm thinking about that and transitioning, the question is, what is something that happened to you or for you this past year that brought joy? And you can think really broadly. It doesn't have to be the one and only thing, but what is something that happened to you or for you this past year that brought some joy? And it could be something you saw, something you read, something you did, like really you can think broadly. And so as you're getting ready, feel free to go ahead and put your responses in the chat. And as you're thinking, Suzanne and I will start. And Suzanne, I'll start with you. Something this past year that felt good, that brought you some joy.
Yeah. I love the fact that some of my friends facilitated a trip to Charleston, South Carolina for me and my husband.
That's right.
So we spent the like 5 or 6 days at a beach house right before the season started, and it was beautiful weather, and we were
Mhm.
able to just walk right out onto the beach. Um, it was somewhat last minute and wonderful.
Yeah, that's right. I remember
Yeah.
that. And they left some sweet notes in the house too, right? Wasn't there?
I mean, that was just the beginning. It was just a love fest. So it was
Oh,
really
yeah,
heartwarming. Yeah.
yeah, that is so great.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, there's definitely a few things, as I thought about that question, there's a few things that come to mind, but the one that I'll say is reconnecting with an old friend, someone I knew many, many years ago and have reconnected with. And then through that, met some new people. So that has brought me a lot of joy and has been just kind of a wonderful surprise and addition to my life.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the reconnecting with the other friends too. It's just
Yes.
an extra bonus.
Absolutely. I mean, and these are people that I haven't seen or talked to in over 40 years. So
Yeah.
but it's like no time passed. It's, you know how that happens.
That's
Um,
wonderful.
it is.
That's when that's just a true
Yeah.
friend. Yeah.
Just easy, easy.
hmm
Yeah.
That's great.
So
Love it.
see.
Yeah, let's see. A trip to
Oh,
Ghana,
wow.
which just sounds absolutely
Wow.
amazing and so different.
Yeah.
Trip to North Carolina to visit a friend I made through a virtual program. Ah, that's really great.
Yeah. That very cool.
My daughter was accepted into college of her choice with a scholarship.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, Heather,
proud.
congratulations.
Yes.
Floating down a lazy river in an inner tube.
Wow. It
There's
just got,
nothing like that.
no, I know. I have that whole visual, right? Don't you have the visual of that?
Oh, totally. Son and daughter-in-law's
Of
marriage.
marriage.
Oh, congratulations.
Went on a
Oh,
hike
went on a
with
hike with goats and a
goats.
friend. Oh,
Mm,
joyful animals. Yeah.
yeah,
That's why people do
really.
yoga with them.
Yes.
Oh, my retirement, Anne. That's right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a big
Wow.
deal.
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations. I know it's quite an amazing transition.
And
Dancing with my nieces at
insane.
my brother's wedding. Fun.
Uh,
Experiencing the magic of sharing work and support with other
yeah,
writers. Oh, that's so nice.
I know. So nice. And,
Yeah.
there's a lot of variety in these responses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Just wonderful memories and images to hold and taking a moment to basking in. As Rick Hansen, the neuropsychologist, will say that um, and I'm sure many of you have heard of him. He's pretty big in the mindfulness world and neuroscience, but he talks about savoring moments for even 30 seconds, and that matters and um, is healthy for the brain. So just like even the memory and the savoring and kind of recalling how that felt. And this is where our practice comes to bear, to be completely present with that memory and holding the feeling of that emotion in
Mm.
that moment, that this is where we can tap into practice. And
Yeah. And if
yeah,
there are, like you mentioned earlier, if there are times of difficulty where we can get stuck, it's good to it's good to have these memories to come back to so we can get ourselves out of those spots of like,
yeah,
"Hmm, we need a little extra shift and a little extra, boost."
yeah, I think so, Suzanne, and trusting that stuckness will pass. It's just a law of the universe. It is of an impermanent nature. So always being able to rest in that and not resisting it, which I think can be really easy to do because it's generally unpleasant. But this, capacity to turn toward, feel into it, come out of the stories and into the physical body. And that's what we're doing here, day after day, really, in practice, is learning how to gain some facility with all of that, with all of the ups and downs.
Mhm.
Yeah, So with that, let's go ahead and move into practice. So as always, you can sit, you can stand, you can lie down, like whatever feels like it's going to serve you best this morning. There isn't one posture that's better than another. If you feel tired or sleepy, generally keeping the eyes open but gaze down is helpful. Standing with the eyes open but gaze down if you're really sleepy. But take a posture that feels like it's going to be one that is going to work for you this morning. And as always, eyes open or closed. And go ahead and make any micro movements so that you are sitting in a way that is upright and engaged with a spine that is straight but not stiff. And on your own, just take a couple of deep breaths as a way to settle in and settle any surface tension. And see if you can surrender into the support of the earth. So feel the support beneath you and drop your weight right in, yet maintain that engaged, upright posture. And letting go of all that has happened so far this morning and releasing anticipation of what's next. And bringing the mind and the body together. And with whole body awareness, just simply noticing what sensations are most prominent in your body in this moment. A pulsing vibration, heartbeat, tingling. What's the raw data that your body is offering? So just taking a moment to do a whole body survey, just receiving. Might be pleasant, might be unpleasant. Maybe you're noticing more neutral areas, which neither pleasant or unpleasant. Within the idea being to simply receive whatever the body is offering. And any areas in particular that might need a little more attention, invite awareness to that particular area, isolating that part of the body, bringing some kindness, some softness. And bringing some care to any particular areas of the body that may want that. And let's take a moment to open awareness to include sound that may be occurring in the room or outside of the room, making a mental note, hearing. So just for a moment, widening the lens of awareness. And sounds in the background will likely come and go. There might be some that are consistent, but opening up to that, receiving sound, engaging, hearing. Bringing awareness back in, allowing sound to come and go as it will. And let's find an anchor to stabilize the wandering mind, knowing that thoughts will come and go as well. It's the nature of the mind to produce thought. We're simply, when that happens, not going to engage in the narrative, the memory, the planning. We're just going to simply allow it to move on and reconnect with a stabilizer. And that could be breath sensation, feeling it somewhere in the body as you inhale and exhale. It really doesn't matter where. Could be belly, abdomen. It could be just within the structure of the body, feeling the flow of the in-breath and the out-breath. It could be sound. And so if there is a consistent sound, or it could be another body sensation other than breath, like the palms of the hands on the top of the thighs. And the feeling of that point of contact could be what you return to. That could be the stabilizer. So each time the mind wanders and you notice it, not a problem. Making a soft mental note, thinking. Let the body soften. There's always a subtle contraction with thought. And then return to sensation or sound. So I'll be quiet for the next several minutes. Noticing where the mind is, noticing where your mind is. letting go of the narrative, allow the body to soften and simply return. Whatever anchor you're using is perfect. And as we bring this meditation to a close, may we be peaceful and at ease. May our heart be soft and open. May we be safe and protected, and our bodies healthy and strong. And may whatever good comes of our practice be for the benefit of all beings. And as you feel ready, if your eyes were closed, you can open the eyes. And if they were open or closed, it's always helpful to take a moment to just reconnect to the room that you're in, take a moment to just reorient.
Thank you so much, Tara. That was lovely.
Of course, yeah. Just nice to start out the year again with these after being, taking a little bit of a break, and just good to be back with the community again. And while I enjoy the break, there is something about routine that's comforting, I think. So I'm happy to be back with everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it's really nice it's nice to see the consistency of the community too.
Yes.
That there's so
Yeah.
many people that have come back. So we're grateful for that as well. And
Yeah.
glad that
Yeah.
people are connected to the practice, that's
Yeah, absolutely. And, if anybody has anything they want to share, something that they listened to or watched or read over the holiday or any, I think it's a good opportunity just to share ideas and resources. And of course, questions about practice always. So anything at all. You know what I've been listening to? This has nothing to do with mindfulness, really.
Mm.
I've been so enjoying it. Is the podcast that is about the Big Dig. So those of you that have been around the Boston area for a while,
Mm.
it's just really well done. And you think, how could that be interesting? It is. It is.
Huh.
Um,
Yeah, that's so interesting. And
yeah.
what podcast was it?
You know what? I think it's literally if you go to podcasts and put in the Big Dig.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, that's what it is. The Big Dig. It's WGBH.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's WGBH, but whoops, not what I wanted. Anyway, I'm just finding the story of how it got started to be fascinating. If anybody else's WGBH is so good, yeah. And this podcast in particular, it was listed as one of like the top podcasts, like really well done. So I thought, well, that kind of road construction is not necessarily a big interest of mine, but I'm going to check it out, and I'm glad I did. I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just the amazing transformation of the city. It's been an incredible transformation.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That had the acronym Central Artery Tunnel. Yes, and
Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you think about that. I mean, that brings us into the city every once in a while just to go see the Greenway, and there's so many
Yes.
activities
Yeah.
there, and
Yeah.
really, yeah, Julia's got something else. Netflix
The Blue
show.
Stone. Okay. That's funny. I have added that to my watch list, but I'll take a look.
Yeah.
Habits around joy, happiness, and connection. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's wonderful.
I noticed too, the New York Times did a piece on connection and, talked about the importance of social connection for our health and well-being. And I think that cannot be underestimated.
Yeah. Makes sense. And I wonder, interestingly enough, I wonder if these blue zones are always in warm communities or in colder communities where people really have to make an effort to go out and
Yeah.
see one another. Because, we all find that when winter comes, it's harder to
It is.
make those walks with one another, So
Yeah, no, totally. I was talking myself out of going to the Y last night because it was so cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
To know.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, we'll be back here on Tuesday with Rebecca Wing.
Great.
We always love having here. So glad to be with everyone this morning. Hope that you enjoy the rest of your week and into the weekend. And
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, Tara. Bye.
Okay, bye.